All right. You are a blessing. The reason as to why people are still sticking around you is because you are a blessing. Some of you have not yet realized that, yes, there may be instances where it seems like people do not want to get connected with you, but there is something they collect from you. Some of them may be pretending, but they are benefiting from you. They do not want to admit it. You are a blessing, brothers and sisters. You are a blessing to your family. You are a blessing to your relatives. You are a blessing to your community. The fact that you are in that place is a sign that you are a blessing. There are some people, when they are removed from an area, then bad things will happen in that area. But as long as they are still present, there will be prosperity. Look at in the times of Joseph, when Egypt was prosperous, there was famine in other lands. Other lands had famine. But because of Joseph, because of one man of God, Egypt prospered. Because of you, because of your love for God, because of the fact that you belong to God, you will make the land prosper. There are some people who are preservatives. Listen, when Jesus said that you are the salt of the world, he meant it. He really meant it. And I've spoken about this, is that salt preserves the properties of salt. When you look at salt, it was used in the old times as a preservative. Those were the days when they did not have refrigerators. They did not have freezers. And salt was very expensive. It was used as a medium of exchange. Now, there are some people who cannot eat food well without salt. They cannot. In their spices, in their food, they put salt. So salt is very important. You are the salt of the world. You are put there in that location, in that area, in that country to preserve. Whether you know it or you do not know it, you are a preservative and you are a blessing. Even your smile is a blessing to people. Some of you do not know how many people you have saved from committing suicide just because of the words that you said, the help that you gave them, the smile that you gave them. Maybe that person, maybe there was a person in your life that was about to commit suicide. But just because they came to know about you, just because they heard your voice, they saw your smile, they saw your face, they changed their plans. You are a blessing, brothers and sisters. So do not give up on yourself. You still have work to do. Now, there is a story in the scriptures about Jacob and Laban. A lot of people do not know that the reason as to why Laban held Jacob for so long, it is because Jacob was a blessing. Now, for those that do not know, the story is that Jacob gets interested in Laban's daughter. And of course, Laban had two daughters. One was Leah and the other was Rachel. I will not go into the story, but one of the reasons as to why Laban held Jacob for so long was because Jacob was a blessing. And let me read to you in the scriptures. It is in the book of Genesis chapter 30 And verse 27, if you have your scriptures, you can turn to it. And it reads, "And Laban said to him, Please stay, if I have found favor in your eyes, for I have learned by experience that the Lord has blessed me for your sake." Listen to what Laban said. That he learned from experience that the Lord has blessed him because of the sake of Jacob. That is it. That is the reason as to why Laban did not want to let go of Jacob. And Jacob had to work for close to 14 years just to marry the lady, the girl that he had desired. It was because Jacob was a blessing. There are some people that you need to encounter. There are some people that you need to get connected to. Because without their connection, blessings may not flow to you. There's people who have been blessed in this life. Destiny helpers. People that will help you, that will aid you in being prosperous. Some of you are going through all sorts of problems. It's because you are connected to the wrong people. It's because you are in a wrong environment. There are people you get in touch with, and all of a sudden, good things happen to you. And yes, there are others that when you get connected to them, when you tell them of your problems, when you tell them of your good news, the following day, you hear bad news. It's because connection matters. Very important. Elijah and Elisha were connected. Elisha was connected to Elijah, to the fact that Elisha benefited more from Elijah. In fact, he got a double portion of Elijah. Connection is very important. Look at Jonathan and David. The two, their souls were knit. And it was beneficial to them. It was very important to them. You are a blessing, brothers and sisters. You may be placed in a location that you never desired. You may be at work and you do not like it. Whether it's in, some of you, I know there are people who are working at Walmart and you do not like it. You could even not be working at Walmart. You could be working at another location. Maybe it's a fast food restaurant. Maybe it's a manufacturing plant. And you hate every bit of it. But God has blessed you in that location because you are a blessing. Because you are the only light. Probably you could be the only light, the only salt in that place. And the moment you leave that place, the next thing you hear, the company has run bankrupt. The store is closing. It's because you are a blessing. I remember one time, I worked for this company and I worked for it for many years. They were doing well. They had prospered in everything. And it seemed as though they were getting a lot of profits. But the moment I left the company, immediately it went bankrupt. Right now, as I speak, it does not exist. I was a blessing to them. I was a blessing to that company. God has blessed you in a situation, in an area, in an environment, that you were a blessing to them. That the people around you cannot survive because of you. Some people have been affected by a lot of diseases. by a lot of things. But there are some people who are around you, who are close to you, who have not been affected because they are connected to you. You are a blessing, brothers and sisters. Well, I hope this word has been a blessing to you, and I hope it has encouraged and edified you. And until next time, be blessed.